price of my sin, alone and ashamed of where I had been. Forces of darkness on every side. Oh, but it all seemed to vanish when the blood was applied. Now white as the snow is all that you see. Sin stains were lifted, I'm forgiven and free. No longer a captive to the old ways of life. My past was erased when the blood was applied. I remember the time lost without hope. You remember that time? Sin and affliction, well, they had taken my soul. But it gets better. Then along came a man. He showed me I was lost. Yes, he did. Oh, then he gave me his life on an old rugged cross. I'm thankful for that. Now white as the snow is all that you see. Sin stains were lifted, I'm forgiven and free. No longer a captive to the old ways of life. My past was erased when the blood was applied. No longer a captive to the old ways of life. My past was erased when the blood was applied. No longer a captive to the old ways of life. My past was erased when the blood was applied. I'm thankful for that, aren't you? When that red sea goes behind Israel that day, all they had known of that life was swept away. Now I stood on that eastern shore, watched Egypt disappear. Oh, but when I had nothing but the Lord, one thing was so clear: sometimes God burns your bridges so you got no place to go. but onward to the promised land. Sometimes God burns your bridges, so you will know you've got to trust His hand. You can go back to Egypt, say goodbye and leave it. Be glad He let you through. Sometimes God burns your bridges for you. Traveling through this wilderness, God's been faithful to me. Yes, He has. Man, water, shelter, strength, well, He's all that I need. So why should I long for Egypt now? There's no need to return. If that bridge back to that life is gone, I say let it burn, let it burn. Sometimes God burns your bridges, so you got no place to go but onward to the promised land. Sometimes God burns your bridges, so you will know you've got to trust His hand. You can't go back to Egypt, say goodbye and leave it. Be glad He let you through. Sometimes God burns your bridges for you. Somebody once asked me, does that song say sometimes God burns your bridges? I said no, but He does that too. You know? Sometimes God burns your bridges, so you got no place to go but onward to the promised land. Sometimes God burns your bridges, so you will know you've got to trust His hand. You can't go back to Egypt, say goodbye and leave it. Be glad He let you through. Sometimes God burns your bridges for you. Yes, He does. Amen. Do y'all like those fast songs? Y'all want to hear another one? Well, if I can get through, cue up Lean on Jesus. Let's do that. This is the Church of God. Y'all like the fast songs, right? Well, it's been hidden for so long, darkness, but it's finally out in the light. My conscience is clear of a deep, dark past because Jesus helped me make it right. Well, it seemed to happen so quickly, like sneaking up from behind. Well, at times I thought the Lord had forsaken me, but He was really there all the time. And I found I can lean on Jesus. All I have to do is lean on Jesus. All I have to do is lean on Jesus. Just lean on Jesus, He'll be there for you every time. Amen. Do you all believe that? Come on, do you all believe that? Raise your hand. While you got your hands up, let's just wave at Jesus. Amen. I think He likes that. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Now you can try to find life as a solo, home lies away, or you can look for salvation in a human soul, but that won't get you anything, no. Well, He's always there for the asking. He's just the one heartbeat away. So take the easy way out and just humble yourself and get right down on your knees and pray. And all you have to do is come on, lean on Jesus. All you have to do is lean on Jesus. All you have to do is lean on Jesus. Just lean on Jesus, He'll be there for you every time. One more time. Come on and lean on Jesus. Jesus. All you have to do is lean on Jesus. Lean on Jesus. Just lean on Jesus. He'll be there for you every time. Every time. And I love singing this song. It's a lot of fun, but I love what the message says. Lean on Jesus. Amen. Amen. I'm doing some songs off of a brand new CD that just came out this weekend, as a matter of fact. I picked the CD up on Friday, and we've been working on it for about a year. And it finally came out. And this next song is one of the songs that we're going to be featuring off of the CD. It will be going to radio at some point. It's a song about my mama. She raised 8 kids all by herself. My dad's dad left him when he was just in diapers, and he never got a chance to know his own father. And she was forced to raise those 8 kids all by herself, but she did it. I don't know how, but she did it. Well, the kids grew up and moved away and had families of their own. And there she was, all by herself. And she lived quite a few years all by herself. But, you know, she got to where I think she preferred it that way. She became very independent. Well, the time came that she just couldn't stay by herself anymore. And the family made the decision that she would either have to move into an assisted living or live with one of the kids. And it was decided that she would move in with my dad. And boy, she didn't like that one bit. Didn't like it one bit. It wasn't no picnic for him either. All she kept saying though was, I want to go home. I just want to go home. And we would have to say, Mama, you can't go home. This is where you live now. This is your home. And that seemed to go on for several weeks. And well, she ended up staying with my dad for the next 7 years. Her mind eventually got to the point where she didn't remember her little home there in Marbledale. And then one day, all of a sudden, she started talking about home again. She would say, I want to go home. I'm ready to go home. And we would say, Mama, you can't go home. You live here. This is where your home is. And she looked up at us and pointed straight to heaven. And she said, no. She said, I'm ready to go home. And it was just a few short weeks that she went on to be with Jesus. And I wrote this song and I sang it at her memorial service. And as I sing it, don't feel sad for the ones you've already lost along the way. I want you to think about that grand reunion that's going to take place one of these days very soon. Amen. Listen to it. It says, I just want to go home.